Hi guys, today I'm making a video on how often to change your engine oil on your motorbike here in Asia. The reason I'm making this is back when I was in my home country, I searched all over YouTube of how often do your oil changes, how many kilometers, the gear oil, everything, and all the YouTube videos are in foreign languages. And of course you can't call a mechanic from overseas, none of them are speak English. So I got all the info from you guys. So this is all for Phnom Penh, Cambodia. So I went ahead and I told the mechanic that I have a Honda Icon, which around here they look like a Honda Click, except they're 110cc instead of a 125cc. And the mechanic told me you change your engine oil every 3,000 kilometers, and they charge $7.50 to do that. And here in Asia, all the motorbikes they use 10 weight 40 Honda engine oil. And then on the um, like the Honda Scoopies, they have gear oil in the rear end. I'm not sure if the Icon does or not, probably does. But he told me that you have to change the gear oil in the rear end every 6,000 kilometers, and they charge $2.50 for that. And then he told me that the Honda Icon is air cooled, so you do not need a coolant in those. So he said the Honda Icon, the Honda Dream, and the Honda Scoopy are all air cooled engines. And then I asked him, I was like, okay, so which motorbikes am I going to need engine coolant for? And he said those would be the Honda PCX and forgot what the other one was. Um, but yeah, the PCX and the Honda Click, those two will require coolant changes in them. And he told me that you change the coolant on motorbikes every 1,000 kilometers. And um, I don't remember what he said for the price. I think it was $5 for that. But so here in Cambodia, for driving, you don't need a driver's license as long as it is not any larger than 125cc. That's why everybody here in this country drives 125cc motorbikes. Um, so if you're going to go bigger, you guys are going to have to get a Cambodian driver's license. And trust me, you guys will do just fine with 125 cc's here because here I live in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, and it's way on the very end of Cambodia and on the exact opposite end of the country as Siem Reap. And so many of my friends that were born and raised in Siem Reap, they said they ride their 125cc Honda Dream back and forth to go visit mom and dad. So it's definitely doable. You don't need anything bigger. Um, and so yeah, that should do it for that. Uh, yeah, he didn't tell me what weights of gear oil. I guess those guys will take care of that. Um, and then the antifreeze, like if you go to like Mr. DIY, they're always selling engine coolant there, so you can almost change your own coolant. I guess if you just pulled the radiator hose and just drained it out, because I'm sure it's not even going to be a gallon. It's just tiny. And then put it back on. Just add new stuff there. So yeah, that'll be nothing complicated. So, oh, and then also for these motorbikes, it makes me just think of um, how many oil changes and how many coolant changes and gear oil changes have gone through these. Because when I used to be in Bangkok, I was riding on a Honda Click with this girl, and this thing it was a really new Honda Click. It was a blue one, looked just about brand new. And I looked up at the odometer on there, and she already had 86,000 kilometers on it, and that thing had tons of power. It was just zippy. So just think of how many engine or the coolant changes at 1,000 kilometers for that. So and then also I am looking at a motorbike here. Like when I was in Vietnam, I paid $40 for the month to rent. Well, I think it was like 2 weeks or whatever, but just stuff was really cheap there when I rented a 50cc motorbike. So coming here to Cambodia, I was kind of expecting to pay, $40 rent for a month because, like me, I don't ride a motorbike that much, but it'd be fun, just to kind of go around the country, just for like maybe 2 weeks a month, and then just give the motorbike back to whoever I'm renting it from. But all of them around here, it seems like so many of them they want $70 for the month to rent a motorbike, but they said you can't take it out of the city limits. They're like, nope, we just want you to take it to your teaching job and back home. We do not want it halfway across the country putting on tons and tons of kilometers, so they won't let me do it. So I looked on Khmer 24, it's spelled Kmer and then the number two, and the number 4. And that's what all the locals around here use to sell their motorbikes and bicycles and everything. It's all free. Um, and it's not all political like Facebook marketplaces and all that kind of stuff. It's just the local people here, and you have to add your phone number and make an ID account and all that. And I just saw they have a 2012 model Suzuki um, motorbike on there, and it looks like a Honda Icon or a Honda Beat or Honda Click or whatever, but I'm sure it's only 110 cc. And the foreigner that has it, I think he's probably like Chinese. He's leaving the country, he said, so he needs to sell it quick, and he wants $156 for it, which is kind of a little bit, still a little bit more than I want to spend because when I would buy it, I still have to figure in the $10, the $2.50 um, gear oil change and the $7.50 engine oil change. So that's gonna be $10, and I really don't want to spend over $70 to rent it for or to buy it for the month, and then the other month I probably won't drive it. I would just go ahead and sell it and try and sell it for like $70. So that's what I was thinking. So I'm gonna try and talk now like 140 or 120 if I decide to buy it. So I'll see how that goes. Um, yeah, because yeah, I have a little bit of work to do on a dental implant. So I'll see how money comes up there. But if there's money, I might go and buy this motorbike or find a better deal if the right one comes along. So if you guys like this content, like, share, and subscribe. And I'll just keep kicking out these money-saving videos from Phnom Penh, Cambodia, and Honda Fit repair videos, and Chevy Silverado repair videos, all that kind of stuff. All right, take care.